All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. My name's Baby Coop. I love you. If you haven't heard that today, self love is the best love, and you deserve the best. You know that. You know that. That's why you know, you've been on this journey for some time. But I just want to thank you first before we really get started. For if you're listening to this audio, you know, thank you. I love you, and I appreciate it. This is going to be the first episode of Tough Napkins podcast. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. I think we're gonna this episode. It's mainly gonna be about the black sheep and the whole awakening process and what that may entail. So yeah, I'll jump right into it. So yeah, you're here because you realize the people you either grew up with, were raised around, maybe even your parents, you know, you realize that these people were abusing you or manipulating you. And, abuse can come in many forms. It sure can. You can be physically abused. You can be verbally abused. And you can also be emotionally abused. And unfortunately, for some of us, we have been spiritually abused. Now, things get a little bit heavy when we get into the spiritual side of, things. This comes with some families purposely knowing what a family member is or what represents, can see the light in an individual and want to abuse that or dim that. And this starts, in my opinion, out of the womb, from the point of birth. Those family members that come in contact with this child, if you're listening to this, yeah, we're gonna be fucking blunt. Fuck it, man. I'm not gonna be holding anything back on these podcasts. But we will keep it, we'll keep it classy. But yeah, there were certain individuals in your life that recognized you as a child being different or having a certain type of light about you. And these people didn't want you to recognize this, or they wanted to dim this because this maybe was an automatic mirror for these people, or it irritated their demons. I know you've heard the saying before. And that's why these people have been working your entire life to project or dim or suppress you. That's why you always felt something off. There were certain people you would go around, and this, you'd be surprised because certain people will team up with people that are not even your family, that are in the outside world, to come up against you with. When you carry this light, it's a reason why you've isolated yourself, taken time out. You said no. This probably came through a series of events for you. If you're here, it probably came through a series of events for you. And you had the goggles the entire time. You just stopped lying to yourself about what you were experiencing for the sake of others. You used to be uncomfortable for other people. You used to be uncomfortable for other people. And these people thrived in your uncomfort. They thrived in it because you were suppressing yourself. That's why you had to go through this awakening. That version of you had to die. You had to stop letting them win. But they never were winning. They were just showing you how powerful you truly were from the beginning. How abundant you are. How bright you shine. These people did not want you to see this. They did not want you to see how powerful you truly are, how capable you truly are, how beautiful you truly are, how loving you truly are. But you didn't go with the crowd. You didn't go with the crowd. You went on a narrow path. Away from the narcissist. Away from the abuse. Yeah, you chose a different path. I'm so proud of you. I want to say that first because that takes courage to break away from people, family members, friends, ex-partners. It takes a lot of courage to cut ties with people when you are used to being a people pleaser. Now that may not be the case for all of us with the people pleasing aspect, but it is common. Most of us have spent years putting others before ourselves. And that's just the truth of the matter. Now that you have decided to go the other way, many, many people are offended. The fact that you can put yourself first in such a loving way is offensive. You are finally loving yourself unconditionally, and this is offensive. This is triggering for a lot of people. It really is. It's really triggering for a lot of people. And you notice this, and it only confirms what you've been thinking all this time. People were benefiting off of your misery, suffering. So you release these people with love, as you should, and you decided to heal. You isolated. And these people still misjudged you throughout that process. Yeah, I know. Maybe you even struggled, yet you persevered, but maybe struggled to release some of these connections. You know? And there were lessons for you to learn. Some of you are still learning these. There are some lessons I'm still learning. But you continue to rise. And these people notice this. They notice it. They noticed it a long time ago. They just knew, you didn't notice it. But now you notice it and they notice that you notice it. This is strength. You are incredible. And I look forward to speaking to you more. I love you. Talk to you soon.